Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. They clean up nicely. It's the Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. Yeah, they clean up nicely. Yeah.
What's up? How you doing?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good afternoon. So I don't know if anybody always knows this, but you know, if you're listening and you haven't clued in to the fact that Drew's on the West Coast and I'm on the East Coast, and we're always on two different time zones when we're doing this. Well, now you know, and you clearly aren't a very good listener if you didn't know that. But what's up? I am Fusemania, and this is.
I'm Drew Pierce from Long Beach, California.
And we are the Drew and Fuse Show. And we just want to say thank you guys to everybody who's been listening and tuning in and reaching out and reposting and commenting and all that good stuff, because we appreciate it. That's why we do it, is for the other DJs and everybody to hopefully learn some stuff, or, you know, at least be entertained some. How was your weekend? You traveled this weekend, right?
I got back from Florida. It was a good wedding. It was an interesting one. Played man, a lot of R&B and reggae, which I never get to do. But the groom was Jamaican, and it was actually dope. I got to dig deep in the crates and do like a cool reggae set, a little bit of Afrobeat. It was fun. It was a great wedding. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that weekend's over, because it was a lot of traveling and no sleep.
I feel
You?
I did the bar on Friday. I did the club Saturday night, and then I did a day party on Sunday, which was pretty cool. You know, it was like a one-off thing at an outside bar here, and I kind of just did my thing and got to play like some music that I don't always get to play. You know, it was more of a kind of chill vibe, so I just kind of did whatever. But it was nice because I haven't got to play out like that in a while. You know.
Yeah, that was like this wedding. I'm telling you, it was interesting. I was a peak hour playing what was it? Murder She Wrote and Everybody Falls in Love Sometimes, and it was fun, man. It's going crazy.
And they enjoyed it. It wasn't just like, oh, you're working in Murder She Wrote just to work something in.
No, actually, when I changed it, I went into something different. The groom came up. He's like, "Bro, back to reggae." I was like, "Sold. Here we go. Reggae
awesome.
It is." Yeah,
real quick, before we bring on our guest today, I just want to shout out a couple sponsors. We do have a promo code for DMS. If you guys are not on DMS yet, use the promo code Drew and Fuse Show. That'll get you 30% off your first month. As we always say, we recommend carrying multiple record pools. So if you're using another pool, it's probably a good idea to check this out as well if you haven't checked out DMS yet. Also, we have an affiliate link for the photo booth supply in the comments below. If you're in the market for a photo booth, you should check that out. Also, want to shout out our friends over at Club Cannon. If you're in the need for any cryo effects, make sure you check them out. And also, we are not sponsored by Liquid Death. We are not sponsored by Liquid Death. Maybe one day we will be, but right now we're not. Wow, I just got myself just douched all over myself there. Anyway, we got a great guest for you guys today. He's an American DJ, not an Australian DJ, from San Diego. Big in Australia, though. He's a co-creator of a dance music act called All Gold. He's also the creator of the iTunes podcast AGR Workout. He's also a member of the Tasteless Gentleman Show. He's held major club residencies all around the United States. He shared a residency at a spot that I used to play at, and maybe we'll talk about that a little bit. Please help us welcome DJ Shoney.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Myself. How you guys doing, man? Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being on. We appreciate you.
Yeah, big fan. I've always followed your Instagram, and followed you on all the social medias. Just recently started listening to your podcast, which I'm a giant fan of. It's really good. So if you guys aren't listening to that, it's
Past and present.
past and present Shoney.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You guys cover everything, really. At any points, I think I listened to you were on some TV show. You just talk about just shit that you've done in the scene and whatnot. So it's really good. You guys should check it out. Make sure you follow it.
Do you guys have kids? 'Cause you didn't have the kids in the room when you're listening to the podcast, right?
No kids for me.
Good. All right. Good. Yeah. Thanks for checking that out. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I do have a 13-year-old, but I like to listen to podcasts when I'm flying. It's just something that I like to turn off and not do work or do anything else and just kind of be entertained. So I enjoy it.
Good. Well, like I said, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. I want to ask you guys this: who did your guys' intro music? Because that is a banger.
Phrase did it. Phrase
Really?
that on DMS. Yeah, that's him
Phrase
singing and everything.
Fraze phrase.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yep.
Basically, we just told him, hey, we just need something, and we were going to shoot the pictures for it. And this old lady walked up and goes, "Oh, you boys clean up nicely," wearing these shitty tuxedo shirts. And so we just thought it was funny as shit. So we said, "Hey, make this song and then say this in it." And he made that from scratch.
That's
one
great.
day.
That's great. I thought maybe you guys got it off like Fiverr or something, because like Fiverr has some pretty like fire stuff. But I really enjoy that. That was great.
We have a new one coming soon. We have someone kind of produce this. We haven't put it out yet, but it's going to be our closing theme. It's a little bit more punk rock, a little bit harder, but yeah, we're going to throw that out here soon.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I don't even have an opening song for my podcast. I need to do that, but like I said before, I'm a perfectionist, so it's like I can't commit to making my own song and putting it on my podcast and hearing it every episode and just being like, oh, I should have changed this or I should have changed that. So I think I need to go your guys' route and just get the homie to produce something for me,
What's crazy is he sent it over and we like, this is perfect. Don't do anything. Like this is like there was no changes, no nothing. Which is like, how many times does that happen where you get something the first time where you're like, this is it. It's amazing.
That's a miracle. I think they call that a miracle.
Sometimes the best things come from that shit. It's just last minute. But listen to your podcast a bunch. I did like the natural progression. It almost felt like you guys were mid conversation and then just someone decided to hit record. And then it was just going on with the thing.
So that's one thing I found early on in the podcasting life, I guess if you want to call it. We would have guests on, and I never knew if the guests like have done a podcast before. So I started noticing that if we went like, all right, 3, 2, and 1, it would make people nervous. They'd like clam up and be like, oh, and then it would get really like robotic. So what we started doing was just, I would fucking press record before they even came into the studio and sit down and we're bullshitting. And obviously if they say something that they don't want to have, on the episode, I'll delete it. But we would just be like, all right, let's start. And they're okay, cool. And we wouldn't even do an intro because I don't know. Some people just can't. They're like, like even me sometimes. Like I'm sitting here, in the waiting room, I guess, if you will, of Restream, watching you guys do the intro. And I'm getting kind of nervous. Like, oh, fuck. Like, should I like run in, like I'm on the Ellen show? Yeah. So I don't know, man. I've known all
like
those. Yeah.
Talk show. It's like a talk show. Thank you.
I've known a lot of those people.
Idea.
Right? I've known a lot of those people on my podcast for like over a decade. So for the regulars that I have on, yeah, it's super smooth. It's basically like we're bullshitting, but yeah, so it's fun, man. It's kind of like therapy. I don't know if it's like that for you guys, but talking to, some of your best friends and just bullshitting and then getting to put it on YouTube or iTunes and then people like actually like it. And you're like, oh, yeah, cool.
Or even people that we don't know. Like, I've been a fan of yours. We kind of know each other. I messaged you here and there over the years, But just getting to chat with you, it's super. I was just talking about this on the last couple episodes. It's my piece, right? DJing is fun. It's a job. It's great. I made a career out of it, but it's become work. So this is just fuck it. Let's just hang out and bullshit. I like it.
Preach, King.
Yeah, that's what we've talked about. Like this will be episode 41, so we're getting close to doing it for a year now. We've done it one a week, and it's like it's been a lot of work, and I'm sure you know how much work it can be, but it's been like kind of I was burnt out even through like the pandemic and like starting DJing again. I was kind of burnt out, and now I feel like it's kind of renewed my interest and love for it in a different way. You know, when I go out and DJ now, like it's more fun just because I'm always, we've always got new songs, or somebody said, oh, you should play this or try that, and I'm always like, oh, I'm interested, I'm gonna play that tonight or whatever, and it's just been great for that in a lot of ways.
So do you feel like the pandemic gave you like a good break? I mean, I think honestly a lot of DJs think that, but personally for you guys, when you came back, was it like the fire was like reignited?
I would say somewhat yes, and then somewhat no. It created this, like, for me, where there was just like a lot of asshole people. It's like you had such disparity of like what was going on in the world, of like, we're fine, we're not gonna get sick and die, and then there was like this other far end of like everybody's gonna die, and it's like this is great to get back to work. And in other ways, I'm like, I fucking hate people.
Well, it's funny how we forgot, at least I did. I forgot about a lot of the shitty stuff in nightlife, like when I had that year off. And then you start like fantasizing in your head about it, like, oh man, I think it was like a good, 13 months of like not DJing. I'm pretty sure for everyone. I could say like a solid
longer.
year.
Yeah, at least.
Was it longer? I mean, I was back on the fucking streets like once shit started opening. I was like, let me know when. I'm down.
Yeah.
I started traveling because I was like, let me out of here. Fuck this. Fuck California. Because California sucked for a long time.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, man. I mean, I love California. This is where I grew up. But at the same time, I feel like it's because we're getting older. We're starting to notice things we didn't notice when we were in like our 20s, and we're getting older. Like, oh, things aren't the same anymore. And it's like, no, they've always been the same. We're just getting old. We're paying attention to politics. We're paying attention to our taxes and gas prices. And we're getting bitter,
Yeah.
Well,
I was doing some gigs like once kind of things opened back up here and there to like people sitting down. You know how that was like the rule. People have to be seated at a table.
God, that was such a fucking weird time, dude. Like,
it was.
You had to like enter the bar or club, and they'd have to, or the bar. Like, we have a lot of outside bars in San Diego, and security would have to like escort you to your table. And if you got up, you had to put a mask on. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this shit was like, it was just a weird time, man. It was a really weird time.
I forget who I was saying this to the other day, but I live in a 20-story building. It's a condo building, and during the whole thing, you could have whoever over to your condo, right? I could have all of you guys and 10 more people over. But if you ordered Uber Eats, they couldn't come in the building. I'm like, how the fuck does that make any sense? Like, but there's so much arbitrary shit.
Yeah, I had a good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I had a good 2.5 weeks when we got back, when I was like all fucking rainbows and unicorn farts, homie. Like, it was like, oh, look at these people. Like, they're so happy. We're one big family at these clubs and bars. Like, it's so fun. And then 2 weeks of that, and then a couple Bad Bunny requests, and somebody spilled a drink on the turntable. I'm like, you know what? Fuck these motherfuckers. I don't want to be back. Fuck. But it was a little like, it was rejuvenating to be back. A year off was cool, but yeah, all those issues just came back full force, and it was like, oh man, give me a fucking break here. Like, and then like, so my agency, Sleeping Giant Music, apparently we had like a lot of DJs that were hobbyists, and they were like, I'm done. Like, after the pandemic, I need to get a real job, which good on them. Cool. But when we came back, there was only so many DJs, and we had all these fucking contracts and gigs to like fill. And I think we not lost, but the DJs just fucking stopped DJing and they quit. Maybe like 5 to 7 DJs, which our roster's not huge, our local roster. And so dude, it was like the first month back. I had like a Sunday where each Sunday for the month I was pulling a triple, which was just like a brunch. And then I had a 30-minute break and I had to like walk like 4 blocks in Pacific Beach, do another venue, get 2 hours off, and then go head to a nightclub. And that was for a month straight. And I was just picking up slack for the DJs that were done with DJing. But yeah, I mean, and that's when I got fucking, the vid was, that first time when I was back, because my body, I wasn't getting any sleep. So I got that out of the way, but it was wild coming back. It was nonstop DJing.
I still notice it to this day. There's a lot less DJs, and I'm okay with it. I like it. I ain't even mad
It's like
about it.
fucking Thanos just kind of came out, and the DJ's Thanos came out and snapped, and not half, but that's cool.
Yeah, I ain't mad about DJ Thanos coming back. We you know what? We're talking about being a little awkward at the beginning of the podcast. Let's shake it up, and we just try and do a rapid fire. We run through a bunch of questions.
Wait,
All right,
who's
yeah.
awkward? Who's awkward?
No,
No,
not
you're not
you.
awkward.
You're
No,
not.
we're
awkward,
talking
just,
about
how
all
we were
the other
talking,
people being awkward.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
gotcha.
yeah, this is kind of our way of like breaking the ice a little bit, but with you, we're doing it a little different. We only have a few rapid fire questions, and the rapid fire actually usually turns into not so rapid fire.
Shoot him at me, bro. Come on.
We're gonna play the segment video real quick, so here we go.
What's this? What is this rated?
This is Arnold here, the movie star of Twins and Kindergarten Cop. Drew and Fuse are going to ask you a series of questions, and I want you to answer them immediately. Don't bullshit them. Answer the questions. Hurry! I'm after the chopper. It's now time for rapid fire.
All right, that was our friend Arnold.
That's great.
With that segment video.
Called in.
He called into the show. He left us that for us, and yeah.
You guys got a big budget, man. Big budget over here. I like it.
Yeah, the production team, they said we couldn't spend that much, but they gave us a little bit, So, is there anything that you currently like to listen to? That maybe podcasts, music, anything? We get the answer.
Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
Your favorite. Yeah. What are you listening to right now?
Platform wise or
On your
music,
off time,
all
just
above. Yeah.
music that you recommend to people that should be checking out. Anything.
Oh, well, I'm a huge fan of metal and like emo and pop punk. Shit, man. Let me see. Let me check my Spotify. Or does this have to be like super quick?
No.
Or I don't know I didn't know if Arnold had me on a timer or something.
It's not
let's
a tuba.
see,
Hurry up.
I'd say like, Machine Gun Kelly. I know he's like super like pop right now, but I really appreciate all the stuff he's doing. Some throwback shit, like Limp Bizkit came out with an album last year. I listen to that. I like it. I like what they're doing. There's a lot of new Stand Atlantic is an Australian pop punk band that's really dope. I've been listening to them like nonstop. Drake's album Blue, so I'm fucking
Fred Durst had that. Fred Durst had that whole outfit where he was going dad, like undercover dad with the wig and the glasses. We never got to see what came of that, right? They were about to start touring. He was going full dad mode, and then they just pulled the plug on it.
Yeah, I feel like that was just for that concert or that tour or something. Well, I mean, their single was Dad Rock, or what was it? Something Dad. So I think maybe he was kind of promoting their single on the album, but very poorly. But I don't know, man. I've always followed Limp Bizkit. They're a huge part of my childhood. So they come out with an album. I'm gonna listen to it. Some other bands I got Motionless in White. They've been around for a minute. Lights is like her name's Lights. She's like a female artist, super fucking dope. I've been listening to a lot of Ruby Rose. She's got some dope some dope slappers.
Like the chick from Orange is the New Black.
No, the rapper. Wait, was she in Orange?
Isn't the Ruby Rose that DJ chick?
That might be her name. I'm talking about the rapper. I think
Okay.
she's I think it's different, but I think I know who you're talking about from that show. Creature Canyon, they're a local band around here. Other than that, yeah, Spotify. That's what I got in my library right now.
That was Dad Vibes. That was that Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, Dad Vibes for their single for Limp Bizkit. So I think that's what he was doing. But yeah,
And the Ruby Rose was big for she was into DJing, and she was in the John Wick at one point. She didn't talk. She was kind of a bad person.
Yeah, she was mute. I think she was like mute or something in that movie. I'm not joking, bro.
No, you're
think that
not.
was
She was
the story.
playing like a mute killer. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite producer, like remixer or anything like that?
Oh geez, anybody? So I'm just thinking of names like in Serato right now that I see, and I'm like, gotta play it. Wookie. I'm a huge fan of Wookie.
Okay.
Just as a producer, like his fucking sounds just slap so fucking hard. My boy Cheyenne Giles and Knock
Yes.
2,
Yeah.
both good friends of mine. They were part of the group we were in, All Gold, those three of us.
Mhm.
So obviously those guys are fucking murdering it. Cheyenne is DJing with like Tiesto and all these other huge names. But actually, funny story. I don't know if you guys have ever met Cheyenne, but back in the MySpace days, this is when we kind of like right after we all started DJing. In his MySpace bio, it said protege to Tiesto or Tiesto's protege or something. And we all like laughed, and we didn't like laugh in his face. It was behind his back, so it was okay. And we're like, did you see fucking Cheyenne's like, bio? And we're like, yeah, dude, what the fuck? Like, and this is when we first started like production, like producing stuff. So it was like we all sucked. So we're like, yeah, Tiesto's protege, cool. But literally like 10 or 12 years later, this dude is like signed on Tiesto's label, and he's DJing with, I forget the two guys. It's like a DJ group, but he's DJing with them. He did like Tomorrowland. He did EDC, and same with Knock 2. Like it's crazy. So them and Wookie. Dylan Francis got some pretty dope shit, production.
Yeah. Yeah, all of Cheyenne stuff that I see like the email come through, and I'm like, oh, download every
Yeah.
time. I'm like,
Well, what's cool is Cheyenne is like, unlike some producers like Nicky Romero, or like even when Avicii was alive, like they weren't DJs first, they were producers first. But Cheyenne was a DJ, or he still is a DJ, but it was just strictly college bars and nightclubs for like 10 years. And then he started getting into production. So all those years of playing at like clubs and night and bars, having to play stuff for people and know what to play when, top 40s, make sure it's current, make sure people can sing along. That really helped him write his music and do remixes, because not only does he have respect from like other huge producers like fucking Tiesto or like Dylan Francis or Diplo, he has the respect from DJs like us, like that are like, oh, that's an EDC banger, I get it, but he made it to where we can play it at a college bar or at a nightclub, So that's why I'm super stoked on Cheyenne's career and just him as a person. Like he's doing very well for himself.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can always kind of tell that with guys who were kind of DJs first with their music. You're like, or if like you don't know, and then you find out, you're like, well, that makes sense because all of his stuff, the way he makes it, is makes sense in that way. So
yeah, just like little things like shorter build-ups and just like getting the chorus, just using the chorus in a remix for a song, not the whole verse. And he knows that the second verse, like no one ever fucking plays it. DJs don't play it, so he doesn't include that in his remix. Just like little things that really help, mostly like open format, club DJs and stuff. So
Well, I think most of the guys you just mentioned were DJs. Even Tiesto was really a DJ, at the very beginning stages of it. He was playing vinyl and he was playing his own shit, but he was still like a DJ coming up. And Dylan Francis, I think, was just playing in Hollywood before he kind of blew up with his own production stuff. So
we got this question, and it's a question that we ask everybody, and it always gets an interesting answer. And we're going to make a t-shirt from it one day. But what is the best non-curse word, one word insult?
Scallywag. I was hoping you guys asked me this. I saw another episode and I was like, scallywag is like my favorite word to call someone, and they just kind of look at you like, the fuck? Like, I think the first time I heard scallywag was on Mrs. Doubtfire at the end of the movie. And Robin Williams' boss, or Mrs. Doubtfire's boss, asked him where he's been. And he's like, I was in the bathroom. I saw an ex of mine. She's a waitress, and we, in the bathroom. And he's like, "You scallywag." So that's my favorite, like, non-curse word. Call people scallywags, and they're like, "The fuck?" Some people get like heated over it. They're like, "The fuck you just call me?" So, thank you for
That's
asking.
an amazing
me that.
one. Yeah, that's
Right?
a great one. Yeah,
That's
totally.
That's one of my favorite ones, definitely.
Good.
The go-to San Diego area food spot you were to take somebody that's not a non-local to try like something local.
Oh wow. I was never really into Hawaiian food until I went to this spot in Pacific Beach called Leilani's, and it is amazing. Like I go there once a week at least, and it's like a lunch brunch spot. They close at 2 p.m. but they have such a wide menu and so many good things. Although I only get the same dish every time.
What's that?
I get Hilo, Loco Moco Hilo style, which is like, I don't know, I think that's pretty popular, right? It's like rice, hamburger patty, gravy, like it's like Portuguese linguiça or something. And then I get like musubi on the side. It's just really good. It's so fresh. Sometimes they burn the rice a little bit around the edges, so it's like kind of crispy. That spot, and then there's Miss B's Coconut Club. It's like a kind of Caribbean restaurant. It's literally like 2 blocks, not even 2 blocks, like 1 block away from the beach in Mission Beach. So those are probably my 2 favorite spots. And then there's a really good Carl's Jr. down the street. I hit that one up every once in a while. It's good.
You're like Drew with his $2 Jack in the Box tacos or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude, those are so good.
So good with Little Ranch.
He took
Yeah.
me there and he was like, "Are you hungry? I'm kind of hungry. I need a snack." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm always down to eat." And he's like, "You probably won't like it." And then like we get back to his house and he's crushing these fucking dollar tacos with ranch. And I'm
Bro,
like,
you
put
"Bro, you
so
don't
many
like
on the
the
bottom?
taco. You don't like the he's got it doused in the ranch." I'm like, "You like the ranch." That's
Yeah, you
what
like
it is.
That's one thing about ranch, man. It's like you can put it on anything, and then you start noticing you put more and more on, and it's like, damn, dude, what happened to the days where you just like dip it a little bit and just be like, damn, that's good. Shit, man,
Well,
you gotta make some
know
like
that
ranch
taco.
popsicles.
That taco is like soggy as fuck, and then it's like crispy on the outside, and that's about it. Like it's
Well, they
not
make
good.
that they make that shit in like science labs, and it's like perfectly made to like quench all our fucking like needs and like what it feels like in your mouth and what it tastes like and what the aftertaste is like. But I will say, man, Jack in the Box tacos are fucking bomb, dude. They're shit food, but they're really good. But you got to watch out, because if someone's like, "Yo, you want to go with some tacos?" and you take them to Jack in the Box, especially in San Diego, like you might get hurt. Like they might hurt you. They'll be like, "Nah,
Well,
dude,
you
these aren't tacos."
You didn't mention any tacos in San Diego, and I feel like that's kind of a must. Is there at least one spot, or is
I mean,
it past?
there's a lot of spots, man. But honestly, I'm from Northern California, and I feel like Mexican food is way better in Northern California. Like I grew up in like Turlock series, and we have these like taco trucks up there, and just the way they make their like tacos and burritos are just so much better than I feel like it is in San Diego. I feel like we're spoiled in San Diego, and I feel like restaurant owners and like taco shop owners realize that there's just a bunch of rich white kids down there. So they're like, fuck it, throw some fucking French fries and some cheese and some half-ass carne asada, and we'll call it a day. And then as like, a person that buys these foods, you can't be like, that burrito sucked, because we're all like, yeah, burritos, cool. So I honestly think like Mexican food's not that good in San Diego. A lot of people are going to disagree with me, but you can find dope restaurants, but like street tacos and shit, you got to go to TJ for that. So,
All right, I can feel it. Yeah, I haven't been to TJ in a while, but I need to make a little trip over next time I go down to San Diego.
When you
Come
were ever in
through.
this area, Cincinnati area, did you ever get to eat some Skyline chili?
me?
Yeah.
Skyline chili. What is that?
Yeah, then the answer is no, you didn't.
No,
That's-
I don't
it's,
think so. Wait, what area are you talking about?
I'm in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Okay, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah.
I don't think I ate the whole time I was in Cincinnati.
So the Cincinnati, it's like Cincinnati style chili. Skyline's like there's two. There's Gold Star and Skyline. There's a couple others, but Skyline's like the main one. And basically, it's chili on noodles with cheese, and some people put onions and some people put beans on it. That's why I was curious if you got to try it. That's like our
No,
thing
I
here.
didn't. Man, I don't even know when I was out in Cincinnati, but I played.
It was a
at,
while ago. I want to
yeah,
say it was
what-
like maybe 2010, 2011, actually.
2011, 2012. What I forget the name of the place. Mount.
Mount Adams Pavilion. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
remember
Yeah.
coming up. You were there. You played like a Thursday night or something there, I think.
Super
maybe.
slow Thursday night.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
But we both played. You would play a few times down at Trust in Lexington, and I played down there I think once a month. That was a long time ago. I mean, the travel DJ thing then was way more popular, I feel like, than now. But at the same time, it was a lot harder then. You know, so it's pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm a firm believer in like things don't change. It's just people change. Like we get older and we look at things different. So I'm really like weird when it comes to like talking about things like back in the day and like, well, it was, different or it was easier or harder. I was like, I don't know. It's hard to not have a bias with that shit. I want to say it's harder, but then again, like I was younger and I didn't have a lot of knowledge that I have right now. I'm not saying that it's like easy now, but it was a different game. I wasn't with Sleeping Giant yet, so that made it a little more difficult. Being on an agency definitely makes it a little bit easier with traveling for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, going out to Lexington was fun, man. Trust Lounge was dope. I don't think it's there anymore, but
Go for it.
No, I was gonna say, how did some of that early traveling days come about? You said you weren't on the Sleeping Giant roster, but yeah, you're here. You're traveling around the country.
what did I do? I mean, every it was case by case, but I think it was just through DJ homies. And I think when I first started DJing in San Diego is like a revolving door. There's people coming in, leaving, college kids. I mean, I don't know how many club managers or club owners have came in, opened up a club, and now they live in New York. They shut the club down. And I think I met like a lot of people when I first started DJing in San Diego, and then they all started spreading out over the United States. And a lot of the gigs that I started getting were just people, talent bookers hitting me up and be like, so-and-so that used to live in San Diego said you're a dope DJ and we'd like to have you out here. And there was probably a 4 to 5 years of that. That was usually the case. So, and then it was just up to me to follow up and make sure everything, the budget was cool. So it was a lot of that, like, hey, so-and-so said this. And then I wasn't really good at like selling myself at first. So I think a lot of people were like, hey, he's a good DJ. He's got neck tattoos. Let's book him, and I was
I'm
like,
still
okay.
not good at selling myself. I hate that part of it. I hate the sales. If I wanted to be a salesman, I'd go sell some cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it
I
kind of
hate that.
sucks sometimes. It's a little weird. It's a little fucking weird trying to sell yourself. But that's, like I said, that's what's great about being a part of an agency. Like I can see the emails and I'm like, damn, our sleeping giant agents, like they're fucking selling the shit out of me right now. Like that's great.
And
Yeah.
and how long have you been on Sleeping Giant? It's been they're pretty big. They are the San Diego brand, really. San Diego.
Oh,
based.
for sure. Oh yeah, Sleeping Giant's got San Diego on lock. We have a LA office and a Miami office too, and I know that we do. I mean, dude, Sleeping Giant does bookings all around the world, but yeah, our main hub is San Diego, and then LA and Miami. I've been on Sleeping Giant for, I want to say 4 years. Like it hasn't been like that long, but I've known those guys for ever since I started DJing, and it took a while actually, excuse me, to talk to them and figure out a way, because I was getting older and I was like, man, I don't want to be chasing around these fucking invoices. I want to start DJing outside of San Diego more and not dealing with just shit. And so I would talk to them and be like, hey, what does it take to be on the roster? And we had multiple, probably over a dozen meetings over, a couple of years. And then finally it got closer and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. My whole thing was the 20%. I was like, I don't want anybody taking 20% of my fucking shit, you know? But
Yeah.
let me tell you, that changed so much once I was on the roster. I was like, oh, this ain't, they booked me so much more. Like, and it's funny because they would match almost like my intensity or my work. So if I would have a meeting with one of the agents and be like, hey man, I've really been working on this gig out in like Houston, Texas. Like, can you guys help me with this? And they'd be like, yeah, of course we can reach out, or we actually do know someone there. So it was a team effort, and things just got really easy, and it's more enjoyable, you know, when you don't have to deal with a lot of that stuff behind the, you know, or on the books type shit. And you can just show up to a gig and I don't have to fucking act like I like the promoter just to get paid, you know? Not that that's what we do or anything.
Dinner, drinks. No, I started
Wow.
after the pandemic. I realized how much I hated actually just handling any business stuff, and I was booking DJs and doing kind of that stuff. And once I was able to do that reset, I realized, man, fuck this. I want to just get booked. So now I just have a couple different companies I work for. I mostly do weddings and corporates now, but once I was able to realize that I just wanted to be a DJ again, I love being a DJ so much more. Anytime someone comes to you and just asks for, hey, what about this upgrade or what about this? You go, oh, I don't deal with that. You could you talk to the boss man. They'll handle it all
Yeah,
for you.
I'm just the talent. I'm just the talent, man. I don't know
Yep.
anything about that. No, I agree with you, man. That's there's something about just showing up and DJing and there being no like politics. And I know this doesn't happen a lot, but you know, just showing up and just doing it for the pure art form, you know? And you know, that's one thing about Twitch is like I don't want to fucking beat a dead horse here, but it's, you know, you get on Twitch, you stream and you play whatever you want to an extent, but and then that makes, at least for me personally, that makes me happier. It puts a smile on my face. Like I'm into the music, you know, I'm playing stuff that I remember from, you know, back in the 90s, early 2000s, any genre I want. That's what I missed about DJing, you know, a little bit was like, fuck, back when I was like super young, starting out DJing, and I was like, had that attitude of, oh, I'm going to play what I want. Like, this is really what DJing is, like playing what I want. And I fucking learned quick. Nope. That's not how it works, you know? But coming to Twitch, like, it's like, I feel like I'm back there. Like, I feel like I'm in the early stages of my career. Like, I can play whatever I want. When people come into my room on Twitch, it's like, you know, just fucking vibe and hang out and just listen to, check out what I'm playing, what I'm into, you know?
So I know you do the
yeah.
Taking Back Monday party.
Yeah.
Are you, how many nights a week are you on Twitch?
Geez, 3 nights and 1 day. So Monday nights I do Taking Back Monday, and that's 2 hours of, it started out just emo music, and then it grew into anything that you would hear at like Hot Topic in like 1999. So it covers like new metal, it covers pop punk. I mean, we go into like metal 80s, like Ozzy Osbourne shit, newer stuff, Korn, fucking MGK. So it's like all rock, all Hot Topic vibe type shit.
We have the streaming video, but I gotta take another piss, dude. I'm sorry. Fuck.
Damn, bro.
I
Chill
started-
out on Liquid Deaths, man.
I started drinking water again, and I'm just like, man, it runs right through, dude.
What, like he stopped
happened?
drinking water? What the hell? He's like, I took a break from water, man. It was just too much for me.
He was trying to get back.
So I do Mondays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Wednesdays 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Fridays at 8. And everything else other than Monday is just open format, and then Sundays at 3. So it's cool. I love Twitch. It's a whole different, you know, creative side of things.
I'm sorry. Fuck. And no, I did not stop drinking water, but I just been drinking a lot more than I ever did, and and it's just Brad Pitt starring in The River Runs Through, man. It just comes right in and out.
You know who you remind me of, Drew? You know Tenacious D, right?
Oh, yeah. The
yeah.
D.
Yeah. Have you gotten that before, Kyle Glass?
Actually, you know what? You know who I get specifically lately? Well, I get two. Ricky Gervais is who I used to get when I had hair and I'd wear a suit.
Yeah.
and now I get Bert Kreischer.
Oh shit! I don't know if that's a compliment, but
It
Yeah,
is because
he's
Drew
famous.
loves him.
He's-
He
I
especially
think he's
loves
funny as
that.
shit.
Yeah, Drew loves the. Have you seen the video that went like viral of him like now drinking your first beer with somebody? Drinking a beer every day is so fun. It's like your first kiss, and he's like, "Do you want to have bottomless mimosas with me?" Yes. It's so fun. Like that whole
He's like-
video where he
he's like,
goes on
"It
that
might be the-
tangent is Drew.
yeah,
This might be the greatest day of my life.
yeah. I don't
Um,
really follow that guy, but he seems funny. He looks funny.
Yeah, thank you.
You look handsome. You look handsome for sure, bro.
So wait, you're saying do I get Kyle Glass or Jack Black?
Kyle Glass for sure. Maybe it's just over streaming or whatever. But you said a couple things. You just remind me of Kyle Glass. That's a
KG, bro.
compliment. KG.
KG is with the socks and flip flops.
Yeah, man. Tenacious D. One of those albums. I don't know which one it was. I think it was our first one. Such a great album.
We went to that show and randomly got backstage. It's cool.
Nice. That's fun.
Saw Dave Grohl back there.
Damn. The God. The rock God.
'Cause he did the whole album for that first album. He did all the
Yeah,
drums
he-
on it.
Yeah, he did the drums and then someone from his team mastered it also. So it was a big, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Their current drummer is the drummer from Bad Religion originally, and now he's on Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh wow. I didn't know that. That's cool.
A big rock guy, man. I'm all punk rock, really. Like
What's
DJing
the-
kind
what-
of.
What's the hardest thing you listen to? The hardest style?
I just like you were talking about 90s, like the bands you grew up with, right? So
Yeah.
I like any rock, but I still like my Minor Threat and Bad Religion and No Effects. It's kind of my shit. But down for it all. It's all good.
Cool. You're probably a little
I-
bit older than I am, right?
44.
Yeah. So I'm 38. So like
Yeah.
no effects and like even some of I know that's not grunge, but like I was never into grunge. I hate grunge because that was like
Yeah.
a little bit like before my time, just a little bit.
Right.
But I could tell, yeah, you were probably a little bit ahead of me with music, that stuff.
I didn't like grunge, but I like Nirvana. The whole grunge thing, it just never did it right for me. I went deep into the underground punk because, all those bands were just coming through. I'm in Orange County, Long Beach, California. So all those bands were just coming through, just going to all the shows where it was just, skating rink or coffee shop or whatever it was, abandoned warehouses.
Sketch. I like it.
Very sketch.
Very sketch.
But I did like Limp Bizkit, and I've just as a music guy, I've always just kind of grown with the music. I don't necessarily just wouldn't say I'm stuck with it, but
Yeah. I mean, it's okay to like Limp Bizkit, bro. It's all right. You can say it. I heard the little stutter.
no, I went to let's see, I liked Incubus and Deftones more than I liked Limp Bizkit.
For sure. I can see that.
Incubus, they were on Korn's label, so I would read all the labels and see who was on whose, and I got really into them. Their first 2 or 3 albums,
Yeah.
not the newer shit, but
I mean, you know what's funny is with bands' newer stuff, I always like, I think it is Incubus. Incubus came out with an album during the pandemic or right before, I think. And I didn't like any of the songs except one, but that one song was like a banger. And it's like, since then, I always just tune in. Like I hear about, a band that puts out an album that hasn't put out an album in years, from the 90s that I used to listen to. And I always just tune in just in case, man, and give them a couple extra cents through Spotify, listening to their stuff.
yeah, I agree. Always, I'll always give any album that of any artist I always liked at least 1 or 2 run throughs.
Yeah, for sure. We got another question. Fuse, you wanted to ask another question?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I went to Less Than Jake Saturday, and they were touring with Aquabats and Bowling for Soup. Who they were not good.
Shit! You
They
said
were- Bowling for
it
Soup
sounded
was-
like you. It sounded like you said Bowling for Snoop. I thought maybe that was a cover band or something, like a mixture. Of
They
a
strictly
band.
only play bowling. It's a Bowling for Soup cover band.
No, it's a
that also
Snoop-
plays
yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. It's like maybe like a mashup thing. That would sound like kind of like girl talk, like Bowling for Snoop. It's a bunch of Bowling for Soup songs with like Snoop acapella over it.
Bowling for Soup they're all fat now, and
Of course.
they literally take like 5-minute breaks between each song and tell terrible jokes, like the fucking worst jokes ever. And like it was fucking awful. But Less Than Jake's always great, and I love them so much. So
I saw System of a Down and Korn came to San Diego, and I was like, I gotta see them. I haven't seen either of those bands live. Korn put a great show on. It was great. They're just great performers. You're just like, okay, fuck, like they know exactly what to do. Like you watch a DJ, or the first time you watch a DJ Vice, you're like, oh, okay, so you're like super dope and you know exactly what you're doing. Cool. Like that's how Korn was, And I was like, oh shit. And then System of a Down, it was all right. Serge, the lead singer, like didn't like move around much. And he really like, his vocals are just fucking crazy, energetic. And he just kind of stood in like one spot and just kind of like sang into the mic and wasn't really expressive. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But
I get
I
I've
don't
seen
know
Korn
if I
there,
blame them. We're sitting here talking about, being mad over Bad Bunny requests and shit. And and then I'm judging the lead singer of a band like, come on, man, be happy.
Well, he's admitted multiple times him and the guitarists can't agree on any new albums. That's why there's no new material.
Oh, really?
He doesn't like any of the shit, and they're basically at this point just touring the old shit just for money.
And his
Yeah.
voice is like, he has problems with his voice or something like that too.
Oh, really? I didn't
Mhm.
know that shit.
It doesn't mean he can't move around some.
Bro,
You know what I
just do a
mean?
fucking cartwheel. Just do a cartwheel for me, man. I paid $40 for this goddamn ticket. I did see Green Day and Fall Out Boy. Yeah, and Green Day was by far like, okay, they're great performers. Like the music's great. I'm not a huge Green Day fan, but the show was amazing. They did a great job.
I saw that tour. Fall Out Boy got COVID, so they were out, but Weezer played, and Weezer's all right at this point. They're kind of boring on stage, but they
For
play
sure.
their hits.
I'm
So-
going to that Vegas festival when we were young.
Oh, the one that's got like all the that's cool.
Oh, dude, the lineup is just stupid. Like, so me and my girl are gonna go out there. I'm really excited about that.
They're playing each band's playing 3 songs because there's 8 million bands. On the
Pretty
stage.
much, yeah, pretty much. They opened up a second day, I think, though. Like they're gonna spread it out a little bit, I believe. I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna start early and it's gonna go really late, and like they got to squeeze all those bands in there. Which whatever. I mean, some of these bands, like, do you guys remember Kitty, the band Kitty,
Mhm.
They were a metal band.
metal band?
All
From the
chicks?
90s. Yeah, all
No?
chicks, super goth, super like heavy. So
Yeah.
like I love that band. That's one of my favorite bands. And do I need to be listening to their whole album live? Probably not. Just play the hits. Avril Lavigne. Do we need to hear? I just want to hear Skater Boy. That's all I want to hear. So I think that's what they have planned for that concert is just come in, play the hits. I think AFI is going to be there. So just play 6, 7 of your hits, talk to the crowd, and then get out of here. But I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That does look like a killer lineup.
Let's go streaming now. Everybody's learning how. Come on and stream with me.
Come on and stream with me.
You were talking about Twitch. I took a piss. Is Twitch your Monday shows the big one? I'm sorry, I missed the other dates.
So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time each week, and then Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Everything's pretty much open format. It's kind of whatever the chat is feeling, whatever I'm feeling. But Monday nights are Taking Back Monday. It's pretty much Hot Topic themed, and that's the banger. That's the one that everyone shows up to. So I was just like a lot of other DJs. I was doing Twitch through the pandemic. Then I stopped because, like I said before, our agency lost a bunch of DJs. So I was DJing like almost every night. So I couldn't be on Twitch anymore, which sucked. But that it is what it is. And then I actually kind of quit DJing like 4 or 5, 6 months ago, I think. And I'm strictly on Twitch now, which I think I told Fuse about this. Was I started having problems with my hearing in my left ear. One night I came home and there's just like fucking crazy ringing in my ear, and I was like freaking out, and I was like, holy shit. So it never really went away. So I saw a bunch of doctors for it and shit, and they just said I had like hearing damage, and I was like, okay, fuck, well, what do I do? And they're like, you probably stop DJing, you know. It ended up being hearing damage from I was in the Navy. I worked around F-18 fighter jets. So just from the frequency that I've lost, they can tell it's from the military, and DJing didn't help at all. Right. So I had to make this choice, and I was like, fuck, man, I'm going to just go to Twitch, you know, because Twitch, you have your speakers in your studio. You don't even have to put it that loud, you know? And so, yeah, that's where I am right now. So it was funny because during the pandemic, you know, I was not forced on Twitch, but a lot of DJs were like, fuck it, let's make some money and let's keep practicing and enjoying our music. So I'm kind of grateful for the pandemic in that way, where I got to learn about Twitch and get into it and understand that there is money to be made. So now when this hearing thing came around and I had to, you know, I wouldn't say I quit DJing, but I definitely can't be doing the fucking nightclubs and bars as loud as they are. It's just my hearing. It sucks. But, you know, if I start DJing again, it's going to be, you know, some chill ass day parties and brunch shit. Like, I still haven't found the words to explain how not only losing your hearing, but having tinnitus and having ringing in like one of your ears, how it affects you. And it's chronic. Like, it's going to be with me for the rest of my life. So I have all these questions and theories in my head. Like, is it going to get worse? You know, am I going to be 60 and want to fucking blow my brains out because I can't sleep at night because I have ringing in my ear? So like, that's a whole fucking thing. And we don't have to go into it because I know it kind of scares DJs when you start talking about tinnitus, and that's the way I was before all this shit. But, you know, and this is me wearing earplugs for the last 7 years.
Did you have one of the custom earplugs that took out the dB, or were you just wearing
custom? I 7 years ago I went and got custom molded earplugs. Then I went into the in-ear monitors, which are double-edged sword, because it's like you put them in and it's like cuts out all the sound, but then, you know, you have a couple IPAs and you're like turning that fucking headphone volume up a little more, and then in the morning you're like, what the fuck? Like, you can ruin your ears with in-ear monitors for sure.
Or you just accidentally hit the volume knob and you fucking kill yourself.
Bro, it's fucking scary, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I actually stopped. I got those the custom DB cuts and all that, and I had to stop wearing them because I noticed I was just turning everything up 3 times as much so I could hear anymore. So now I just keep the volume as low as I can, but, you know, I don't quite have the ringing, but I definitely can't hear shit, or I'm asking everybody to repeat themselves over and over for just about everything. And I think it's an important thing for people to hear about. Is there any steps that you're doing now to, you know, just kind of medicate, if you will, in any way, the hearing, or is there just, you just have to quit DJing and just try and be cautious about the loud music you're around?
I mean, to be brutally honest, man, like, no one's going to take anything I say serious until you start half ringing in your ear. And then you're going to be like, let's pull up that old podcast with Shoney talking about it fucking, you know, tinnitus. Cause if you don't hear it, you just hear it every once in a while, you go to a concert or you DJ like a huge gig and it's loud and you hear it in the morning or at night in your hotel and your ears are like aching. Yeah. And it goes away. Just think about it not going away. That's basically what happened to me. Just literally one night, it just didn't go away. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, I started getting anxiety, like my fucking chest. Like, I was having like panic attacks and shit because I didn't know what was going on. The things that I'm doing to help with this. So basically what tinnitus is your brain making up noise for the damage that you've caused your eardrum. So it's basically saying its instinct is to be like, yo, what the hell? Why am I not getting this frequency? So it's filling it in with the ringing. So it's not really your ears. It's actually your brain that's making up the sound. It's tied in close to your nervous system. So if you can take, I don't want to say downers because that sounds like drugs, but like calcium calm, Like I don't know if you guys know about calcium calm. It's like a powder. It's a mix. It just calms your nerves. CBD is great. What else do I take? I take a bunch of like pills that are just they're all natural supplements, and it just calms your nervous system down and stuff like that. So that helps the ringing, but the ringing never goes away. I would just say for DJs, like it's tough, man, because I was a DJ for so long and I realized that at the beginning of the night, you start with the booth monitor low, and then you have a couple beers, a couple shots, and you turn it up and you're having fun. It's hard. I can't, there's nothing for me to say to get DJs to actually, and I'm not saying DJs like I'm not a DJ anymore. I'm just saying DJs like us, because I know exactly how people feel, DJs feel. It's tough to just be like, I'm just gonna keep the monitor low tonight. Like it always ends up cranking up. You know, I talked to an audiologist and they're like, yeah, you're not supposed to be in an environment for more than 45 minutes that's above 80 dB. And 80 dB is like a loud restaurant.
Right.
So, and we're pulling 4-hour fucking shifts at some of these nightclubs, you know, and bars. And I'm not saying this to like, you know, this is bullshit. I'm just saying I realize why now I have hearing issues. So
the 2 venues I play at, we have decibel readers in the room that we can see from the DJ booth, and we try not to go over 100. We actually try to keep it around 95. But you know, a concert, if you go to a concert, they say concert volume's like 115. And that, I mean, that's just damaging. So it's like, it's loud in our places at, you know, 95, 100. It's plenty loud enough, plenty. And it's like, you think about some of these spots that, you know, it's ear damaging. It really is.
Well, you think about a lot of the college bars, and I'm not just going to say in San Diego because that's not fair, but a lot of college bars were, and the reason I say college bars is because they might not have a big budget, or their main thing might not be the DJ and speakers, but they don't spend a lot of money on these speakers, and they're like, turn it up. And I'm like, can you not hear the distortion coming from the fucking speaker? You know what I'm saying? And it's like the fucking bartenders too. Like I feel bad for them. And it's some of these places, they're just like, not only is it too fucking loud, your speakers fucking busted. Like, what are we doing here? And I don't think as DJs, nobody wants to be the DJ to be like, excuse me, can you turn it down? Or, you know, like, you know, what's going on with the speaker over here? Like, we don't want to fucking ruffle any feathers, you know? So it's tough, man. I would just advise, like, for DJs. I mean, I think the pandemic showed us, you know, that we all love what we do, but it's okay to be like, man, I need a fucking break. Like, and now, man, I stopped DJing. It's been 4.5 months, 5 months. Yeah, there's a little bit of stress about money because all the money I'm making is off of Twitch. So there's a little bit of stress, but damn, dude, I feel fucking good. My fucking soul is like, it's happy, bro. I'm not, my social meter is like up again. I'm not stressed out all the time because, you know, we're outside, you know, having to deal with people's shit in nightclubs and stuff. And it's not as bad as I'm making it, but you guys know, as a DJ or anybody that works in nightlife, like it takes a toll on your fucking soul, man. So I'll tell you what, though, the last 4 months have been fucking great. And I'm happy. I do still miss DJing. And, you know, I don't know if I'm going to be back anytime soon, or, you know, do one club gig, you know, one loud gig a month or something. Like, I got to be careful because, you know, tinnitus and losing hearing, it fucking sucks, dude. It's depressing. It's very bleak. It's a bleak thing to be dealing with.
I feel like in general, just DJing like in the bars and clubs, you know, a few times a week is just so, you know, not only damaging to your hearing, but it's just so emotionally like draining. I feel like when I do like this past weekend, I did 3 big gigs, and it's like, it took me till kind of today to somewhat feel normal. Like, all right, okay, you know, with not only just drinks, but just like emotionally, like, dude, I'm tired. Like, stop. I feel like what I always say to my girlfriend, and I know you guys will probably understand what I mean by this, is like, people just always want something from you. You never get you never get that, hey, I'm just reaching out to, you know, bullshit with you, or like, you know, there's anytime somebody's texting or whatever, it's just, it can almost guarantee that they want something from you. And it's like, it's just, I want to like sit on the couch. I want to watch TV, and I don't want anybody to fucking bother me for like 48 hours.
My phone has
Yep.
lived on do not disturb for the last like month. And I check it when I want to, and I like that. Just got to be
Yeah,
conscious.
it's
Yeah.
draining, man. It's fucking draining.
I listened to a bunch of your episodes, and one of the things that came up a couple times was the CBD, and you mentioned it for this. I'm just curious for myself. It's non-psycho, like doesn't have any of the THC, but it has a lot of these calming things. Just I don't know if you could recommend something or
Yeah. So my my good buddy from San Diego started this CBD company called Sunday Scaries CBD, and there's gummies and there's liquids, and they actually have these like FOMO bars for dogs, CBD for your dog that really helps. He sent me like a box full of CBD back in the day, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I just started taking it. It just helped me a lot. And the way I explain CBD to people is like, my buddy Dom King comes over and he'll DJ with me on Wednesday nights sometimes on my stream on Twitch. And he'll see me take like 2 or 3. And he's like, what are those? And I was like, they're CBD. He's like, do they get you high? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh, so they're candy. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like it's, you gotta think of it as like supplements, like vitamin D. You don't take vitamin D and then walk around and be like, I don't feel anything. This doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Or like krill oil or fish oil for your joints. You have to take it on a daily basis, and then a week and a half, 2 weeks, you're just kind of like, damn. You know what's funny is like I haven't been really that fucking stressed out lately. And I sent something to my mom, and she actually said something that really connected with me. She said that all those little like things in the back of your head that you could be talking and like talking to your wife or your girlfriend or your kids and hanging out, but your head is like in a different spot. You're thinking about DJing, you're thinking about music, all the shit you have to do. She said that all that stuff disappeared, and she was just like in the moment, like having a good time. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty good, analogy for that is just being in the moment. And you're not going to take CBD and feel it. You could eat a whole bottle of CBD and you're not even going to get tired. Like it doesn't even make you tired. It just more of calms your body. And if you take it enough and work it into your lifestyle, it's just like any other vitamin or any other supplement. Like it's slowly but surely, it just helps you. And that's been my experience with it. And I know it kind of sucks because there's a lot of people pushing CBD out there, but from a personal experience, like it's done me wonders, especially DJing and traveling a lot. Fuck, man, it helps out.
Personally, I kind of relate to it a lot. Like Drew knows, I've been like having a lot of anxiety issues and stuff, and I've been going to the doctor back and forth and trying different anxiety meds and stuff like that. And I gotta say, like even those anxiety meds, like they help in a lot of ways, but they also affect you in other ways that it's like, look, I don't want to lose that or this, just to make this feel good, and it's like, it's just hard. It's hard to like find something that works for you. So it's good that you have something like that. And,
what's so Sunday Scaries, which if I go on the website, what should I grab first? What could you recommend for someone to just
I mean,
grab?
I can send you my link it's like a private link for like friends and shit. And honestly, it's for anybody, but I don't really push it a lot because I want people to actually like support the company. But I'll send you a link. And honestly, the only thing I get is the liquid, like the tinctures, and just like a couple bottles of just the gummies. The gummies are the best ones. Yeah, so I just go for that. It's just like the regular stuff. And I'll give you guys a link to put in the description too. So if anybody wants,
awesome.
I think it's like a 20% discount, which is pretty fucking good for CBD. But yeah, that's and I've tried some other CBD brands too. They're all right, but I feel like me personally, my body, it's I like this brand, and it's my buddy's brand too. So that's kind of cool.
Hey, we're all
do you
about
just take
supporting
like
that.
yeah, do you
cool.
take one a day, or like do you take
No,
a couple?
So once he started giving me some, it was like 2 a day, 3 a day, and then I started down like more, like I'm sorry, less and less, until it's like now I take 3 a week, and I'm pretty sure it's like I'm just good. Like, but it's also kind of like a lifestyle thing, especially when my hearing started fucking up in the night that my hearing kind of went out of my left ear, and I started like hearing the ringing. I was doing breath work. I was looking up supplements left and right. So it's a lot of different things, man. And for Fuse, like for you, man, that Wim Hof guy. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's the guy with a beard. He does the breathing exercises.
Mhm.
That shit, I'm not going to say it's changed my life, but that shit helped out a lot. Like, and 2 or 3 years ago, if you were to tell me like, oh, do some breath work, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? I breathe all day, motherfucker. Yeah. So it's all that stuff, man. And you guys hit me up separately after this, and I'll let you know what my whole stack is of supplements and everything. Cause we're all dealing with the same shit, especially as being DJs, you know, anxiety sucks and being dehydrated and shit, you know?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would definitely like to know some of that stuff because just even just dealing with business and dealing with getting older and family and whatnot, I think all that's great. You know, I wanted to start looking into meditation, so any of that breathing, like you're saying, I would have laughed a while ago, but I do find it to be it could be important now for sure. I wanted to take it back to DJing, but we had a couple different things. One of the things that we skipped on the rapid fire was if you were in a room full of DJs, like what's a cool, funny story you could brag about?
Or do you have like a celebrity story or something dumb or funny?
Fuck, man. See, the thing is about me is I've been drunk since like 2006, so I don't like. I probably have so many funny stories that I just like fucking forgot. Oh, there's this. So this is probably the first 2 or 3 months of me like professionally DJing. It was here in San Diego, and there's this new club. Shit, I forgot what it was even called, but I think it was like Jade Theater or something out here in San Diego. And I got booked, and I didn't know how to act around promoters, owners, managers. And one of my promoter buddies was like, "Hey, Shoney, like when you're done with your set, like it was an opening set. I think I was opening up for G-Roy. He's like, after your set, come to my table upstairs, like super VIP, and come hang out with the owner." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And this was like my first time being invited to like talk to an owner. So, you know, now we all know you just, oh, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. Be yourself, be happy, jerk them off in the bathroom. I don't know. But this is my first time. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Well, let's do this. You know, I didn't know what to do. And I played it cool. Like after my set, I was up there, got my bags. Like, hey, what's up? Can I put my bag underneath the table? Cool. Thank you. And he's like, my buddy's like, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. So-and-so, owner of the club. Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you for having me. And he's like, of course. You did great, man. Good job. Thank you. Shody, we're going to do a shot of tequila. You want one? I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. You know, like for the most part, I was sober at this time, you know, and we all pour the shots and cheers. And that the owner like looked at me, was like, cheers to you, you know, thanks for DJing. And I was like, oh, dude, this is awesome. And we all put the shot back. And you know how like the shot goes in the wrong pipe? Bro, the whole amount of liquid went into my air pipe and it came out all over the owner and his fucking girl or fucking side chick and just spray tequila. And like, I think there might've been a little snot in there too. And my fucking promoter buddy looks at me like this, like, bro, Shoney, what the fuck? And the owner was kind of cool. Like he was like, what the fuck? He's like wiping his face off. I didn't know if I should like help him wipe his face off, him and his girl. I didn't know if he wanted me touching his girl. So I was like, oh man, I'm so sorry. And I, you know, like tequila up in my nose. I'm like, dude, and everyone's laughing. And then I was like, I just grabbed my bag and left, bro. I'm done. I said, fuck it. I'm not DJing anymore. I ended up getting booked there again, but that was probably the first time I was like, damn, dude, this fucking. So I guess that's not bragging, but I'm still
That's
here.
A great
so.
story.
Yeah. So that's one story. I mean, I don't know. I'm usually pretty good with that type of shit. I mean, I've DJ'd with or for a lot of celebrities. Fucking Ludacris was fun. We did a Halloween thing with Ludacris, but usually they bring their own DJs. So I just like sit back, let them DJ, and then fucking kill it or whatever. And then the DJ tries to like the tour DJ tries to do some shit. No one's digging it. Manager's like, get back on. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Other than that, I don't know, man. I don't really,
yeah.
right?
I feel like that's happened more often than not for me. My favorite story was one of the tour DJs, and I won't say who he was the DJ for, but he the artist kept looking back and was like, "What the fuck are you like mad at him?" And he had the pitch and the sync on, and so he's like, "Bro, I can't turn it off. It's like sped up super fast, and he's getting pissed at me because he's like singing all out of key and shit." And he's like, "What do you do? What do you do?" And of course, he brought his own controller, and he didn't know how to work. And I was like, "Oh, just hit this." And he's like, "Oh, thanks, man. You saved me." Um,
Bro, what the fuck? That's probably happened to every fucking DJ we know. And it's like, so there's that group from, I'm going to throw it back to like 2008, 2009, Pittsburgh Slim. Remember
Oh,
him?
yeah.
Or like
Oh,
two
yeah.
guys. So he came to a nightclub, or I forget who it was. Same shit happened. The DJ didn't know what they were doing. And these tour DJs want to like walk up all like badass and shit. Like, I'm with a celebrity, and it's like, cool. And I'm like, damn, you're dope, bro. Like, I want to be you. And then they get on, and then they're asking asking me for help. Like, well, how do you work this Pioneer DJ? I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? You're gonna like try to big time everyone, and then you go to DJ, you don't know how to work a regular club mixer. Fuck, dude, come on, man. You gotta learn something. Like, just bring your iPad. Fuck it.
It was
Sucks.
them, Dirt Nasty, Mickey Avalon, right? They were all kind of the crew, and
Yep.
I've played with Dirt Nasty a bunch of times, and at one point he just stopped bringing it to our DJ, and he'd give you the stick, and then the last time he was just talking shit to me the whole time, just like, DJ, what the fuck? And he told me to play it in an order, and then he was mad that I was playing it in the order. He's like, I told you play this, and that was just part of his whole shtick. Just talk shit.
That's funny. Mickey Avalon came to San Diego, and this is probably around the same time when I just started DJing. And I knew about, don't burn the opening, or don't burn the headliner. And if there's an artist, don't play their songs, obviously. And I think I was just having a good night, probably hanging out with friends, and I was opening, and it's probably like 10:45 when it started getting popping. And I don't know what year it was, but Kesha, her first song, I forget what it was, maybe TikTok. I think TikTok was her first song.
Yeah.
Kesha just came out, and then I was opening up for, I don't know, it might have been like DJ Fingas or DJ Scooter, and then they were gonna have Mickey Avalon. My dumbass, I don't even know how I had this song, was a Mickey Avalon song mashed up with Kesha, and I played it. So not only did I play a Mickey Avalon song before he was performing, but I also played like the hottest song. Bro, I got my ass reamed by the manager. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm sorry. It's like, it's a mashup I always play. How could you fuck up both things? I'll never forget that. I don't know how I did it, but it's possible.
We need to bring that mashup back.
No, let's not bring that back.
When I played at Mount Adams Pavilion, I was opening for a lot of guys that came through. They originally, when Deckstar was created, they had like all the Deckstar guys come through originally to get AM. That was the year before I started playing there, is when AM played, and I had already done like 1 or 2 gigs there, but I was 20, and then one of my good friends, his brother was working the door, and the night AM played, and I was like, come on, bro, let me in. I DJ here, and he's like, nah, bro, you're only 20, can't come in. Like, so I didn't get to see AM because I was too young to get in the club. Then I had like DJ'd at twice. But
man.
I got to open for a lot of different people. Luckily, I've only had to pull 3 different DJs over like a 10-year span. So
Because they weren't killing it.
weren't getting the job done. Yeah.
Did you have to pull them, or
Yeah.
like the manager?
Like, manager is basically like, yeah, go tell him that you're gonna DJ.
Damn. See, I don't know, man. That, as a manager, that's kind of fucked up. I think the manager should go up and be like, hey, we're gonna have this guy jump back on. Like, because if an opening DJ came up to me and was like, hey, I'm gonna jump back on, I'd be like, the fuck you are. Like, but if a manager said it, then I'd be like, all right, I suck, later. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It was very awkward, but that room was a hard room to play for a lot of guys, I think, because well, you've been there. It was a really small room. So if you're just like, what happens to most DJs, I think, is they tend to overthink everything, and it's like, fucking just play like Usher, yeah, Like, just fucking play Usher. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Like,
Well,
play
we think
DMX.
we all think we're special. We all think like, well, I got some secret sauce for everyone. It's like nobody wants to hear your secret sauce. They want to hear fucking Usher. Yeah, especially when you just jump on and you're the headliner. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's as you get older, I feel like DJs, we start figuring it out and we're like, all right, this is, that's when we need to start having our own nights, our own gigs, putting on our own shit on Twitch. Cause then we get that creativity out and be like, okay, this is what I really want to play. Cause nobody wants to hear what I want to play at clubs. They're like, dude, just play Cardi B and Bruno Mars and we're going to call it a night. So
I like that you're doing an all rock thing on Twitch, and
Yeah.
I don't see that at all anymore. You got your own merch and shit. I see it. I mean, see your shirt,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
for the show, for the regular Twitch show.
Yeah, so I have on Twitch. I'll just throw that link out there every once in a while. I'll give it to you. I have t-shirts with obviously this is the t-shirt, and then
that
I think I
t-shirt's
have another
awesome.
one with just the logo, and then some of it's colored. I had some artists from New York make this for me, so it's like a skeleton demon dude, like DJing with some speakers and skulls. Yeah, the sleeves come separate, so you got to pay extra for that. But yeah, I got a bunch of merch stuff. That's just through like Streamlabs. It's like nothing crazy. And it's for, to promote my Monday nights. But it's funny because, like I said, it started as like an emo night. And I've had a couple DJs hit me up in the last like 6 months asking me for like emo edits. And I'm like, I don't think I'm ready to give out my emo edits. It's too soon, bro. Like, do your own homework. Like, I'm not trying to be
Dude.
like a gatekeeper, but like, come on.
It's tough. I've done a bunch for that are up on DMS, but it's even hard. It's really hard for guys to DJ rock music, and then to DJ rock music well is very, very hard because
You,
of just
like-
the way the music is made.
Yeah, and like just like regular like top 40s or pop or even like hip hop, I don't want to say if you're a dope DJ, but not a lot of DJs know, but there's just certain parts in a song that you're like, this is perfect for a transition, and not like a regular just beat on beat transition. For emo music, it's like times 10 because it's a fucking rock song and it's always weird. It's always got some weird fucking breakdown. So when DJs hit me up and they're like, yo, man, can I get some like emo edits? I'm like, just learn the music first, learn the music, listen to it. Like, I don't want to give this music to people that were making fun of me 3 years ago for playing it, if that makes sense, So I'm still a little weird with that shit. But all my other edits, I don't give a fuck, bro. My, fucking LMFAO versus Katy Perry mashup, you can have that. But my emo stuff, give me about another year, and then I'll play it, and then I'll give it out to you guys.
This is something we really haven't talked about on the show before, is just like DJs asking DJs for edits and stuff. And obviously Drew and I are editors for DMS and stuff. And, when you do that kind of stuff, it's like you kind of got to keep some stuff to yourself that like kind of makes you stand out a little bit. And I have like no problem even sharing some of those like personal edits with people who I feel contribute back, who might give me some stuff back that I have zero problem sharing with them. It's the guys that are like, yo, let me get that. And then I'm not going to give you anything in return. I'm like, I don't want to give you fucking anything. So don't ask me. Don't ask me, because I'm not going to give it to you. And it's like, this is what makes me sound like me. And not to mention all the fucking work that you put into making those edits or whatever, it's like, I sat there for 12 hours one day and busted, all these out. Like, I'm not just going to give them to you because you asked for it.
Yeah. I wanted to thank you guys for all your work, man. I have all your guys' not all of them, but you guys have been in the game for a fucking hot minute. And, it's funny seeing your guys' name pop up on Instagram, or, actually talking to you, because it's like, oh yeah, you're the guys that I have all the edits of in my Serato. That's you. So
thanks.
Me
thank
and
you
Fuse
for all
actually
that, man.
like the music. Me and Fuse like the music, like you yourself. You got to be a tastemaker and enjoy what it is. It's almost can't just fake liking some random obscure B-side pop track or B-side emo tracks.
Yeah. It's hard to do that.
It is, man. And I've given away some stuff, and I've been this way before, probably, because sometimes I just hear shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna give up my ego right now. I fucking need that, bro. Send that to me. I'm gonna beat you up. But you know what I mean? Like you just hear something that's dope. You're like, come on, please. You know, let me just see like the DMS tag or the fucking DJ City tag. Sorry, you know. But I've given out edits or I've played like 4 or 5 songs and they happen to be like rock songs. And I'll be honest, it was right when DJ Seam put out his little like rock bootleg pack. You guys may know it.
Yeah.
They're all like 80 BPM and there's like a couple
Yeah.
kind of emo-ish songs. And I had my own stack of like songs in that genre and BPM. So I kind of intertwined them and then actually like I put them in order from key and it just fucking went smooth. Like, and there was 4 or 5 tracks. I just bust them out in like 3 minutes. And one of my buddies was like, dude, that was so dope, man. Like, can I at least get a couple of those? And he was really into rock and he knows a lot about like emo stuff. So I was like, yeah, of course, man. Just like try to put some other shit in there. So it's, you know, cause we play at the same places. So don't play the same order of tracks in a row. He's like, yeah, of course I won't. And then I had a night off and I go to the place where he's DJing. And right when I walk in, he's just playing the whole block of records I gave him. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, you know, now that doesn't make me special anymore at this club. They just hear, they go, is that Shoney? Nope, that's Homeboy. Like, I guess all DJs are doing that now. So it is a little like, it is like Fuse said, like you got to give and get, you got to fucking, it's got to be back and forth, man. And definitely keep your favorite edits to yourself. And don't be afraid to just keep that shit and be stingy and, you know, give everyone else your other stuff, I guess.
Yeah, for the most
It's
part, we give
hard.
out almost everything, and I try and have just onesies and twosies, you know. But
I feel
I
like
always want to be
anymore
growing.
I make certain stuff for the pool. I'm like, that can go on the pool. And then I'm like, this stuff's mine.
Well, I mean, you know that like people, you know, certain DJs will get usage out of some stuff, even though you might not like it or just, you know, just here's an intro edit or, you know, do you guys ever like look online and just see stuff that the record pools don't have yet and be like, oh fuck, we need to put that in there. I feel like there should be not a request like form, but like just you're informing like the record pool, like, hey, because I have all the record pools and I go through and I go, oh shit, none of these record pools have this song. Like this shit goes off in the club right now. I feel like there should be like a form or something, be like just to inform the record pool, like, hey, like you guys don't have this. You could be the first record pool to have this record if you wanted. I don't know.
That might be a Sony record.
Yeah.
At this
What?
point. That might be a Sony record at this point. I think a lot of the pools can't have Sony, so I think that's
yeah. No, I heard. Yeah.
probably specifically a Sony thing. But yes, we always say actually to just message us or anybody if you know. We look at the requests and the submission forms. We're always saying, and if it's not on there, for sure we'll get something made.
Oh, so
If
you
we
guys do
can.
have a submission?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a submissions. It's like submissions at directmusicservice.com where anybody can submit their own
Got it.
edits or just ideas that we need. Like I think the other day I put up, Scooter made some like blends of Morgan Wallen whiskey glasses. And I'm like, fuck, we don't even have the original up on the site. So I just made the original and stuck it up real
Hell
quick.
yeah.
And it's not because I'm playing tons of Morgan Wallen at my gigs. I'm not. I just made it for the pool, you know?
Yeah. Smart.
You know, it's stuff like that. It's like, it's our job. Like, that's why we're on the, you know, is to put shit like that up, you know, or if
Yeah.
we notice it, we'll make it and get it up, you know? So, and that's one thing I think some people like, I feel like it used to be not so much now, but it used to be like, oh, this guy makes only rock edits. I can't believe that that's what he plays at his gigs. And it's like, you know, kind of got that stigma for a while where it's like,
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
so I don't think it's like that anymore. I think people kind of understand that, like, you know, just because you're making edits of one thing, that's kind of, you know, not what you're doing. You know, I might make a bunch of house edits that I never get to play, you know, or a bunch
Yeah.
of bootlegs or whatever.
I feel like it's not like that anymore. I mean, there's always going to be people that, you know, over the years, like I've had meetings with like talent buyers and they're like, so like you're strictly like rock, right? And this is when I wasn't even playing any rock anywhere. And as I'm looking at myself, like, are you just looking at the way I dress? Like, what the fuck? Where'd you get that from? You know? Or when I was with All Gold with Cheyenne and Knock, we were doing all trap remixes. So for like 2 years, club promoters and people were like, yeah, we're going to do a trap night. You want to come and play? And I'm like, sure. You know? Yeah, man. I feel like it's better now. I feel like people don't really think like that, but maybe that's just wishful thinking. Can I ask you guys a question real quick?
Yeah.
When you guys are this is kind of like geek stuff, but this is a DJ podcast, so someone will get something out of it. When you guys are making edits, what's on your master chain? When you're just doing you're not using EQs, you're not using reverb or anything. Are you just limiter? That's it?
If I
don't
do
even
a
put
basic
that on.
edit, I don't put anything on. I just keep it
Yeah.
keep it the original. And
'Cause the song's already been mastered and
You,
everything.
you don't put a limiter?
Uh-uh.
What
I
the
don't
fuck?
not if I'm just doing a basic edit, then
Yeah.
you're just using the file. The files,
Yeah.
it's already been mastered. It's the less you do to it, the better. Keeps it
Oh, I
because you're
I
already
get it. I understand. I always was taught to put a limiter on just because people, some of these songs are made in fucking these crazy ass expensive, setups and studios and shit. And then when you put it into like do you guys use Ableton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys don't even use limiters. I mean, your guys' shit sounds tight, so it doesn't matter. But
I
I've always
used to like on a bunch of old edits, and then somebody was like, another person who I really trust was like, yo, you see how like when you're doing this is what the difference is between just the regular and what you're doing. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, ever since then, if I'm not doing anything,
automation
or yeah, touching volume or anything,
or
I don't
warping,
do
no
anything.
warping or nothing. It's just like a basic
Yeah.
chop or just a
Yeah.
basic
yeah.
edit.
See, sometimes I feel like it gives it a more like a not a present sound, but a more modern sound. Like if you're taking a track that was made back in 2004, I always put a limiter or like Camel Crusher, which is Camel Crusher. There's a couple settings where it's basically just a hard limiter. And it does look different in the waveforms, but I feel like it sounds a little bit better. It'll give it a little bit of a punch. And I feel like I can trust my ears and send it to friends and they'd be like, oh yeah, that's dope. It doesn't sound, it slaps a little bit harder in speakers, but to each their own, I honestly,
some of my old edits I was using stuff, but I really just try and use my best judgment. And once you play it out, you're like, I don't know, something's weird about it. I'll revisit it track to track. It really just depends.
yeah. Do you guys produce too? Do you guys do your own like songwriting stuff?
I was doing some stuff for a little bit and I kind of got away from it. I was working with another guy and the stuff that he was good at was the stuff that I wasn't good at and kind of vice versa. And he just got busy and I got busy and we haven't done it. So, and kind of gone in like a little bit of different direction myself. So I'm not doing as much of it. I would eventually, I would like to do some more, but I just right now with everything that's going on, I just don't know how, how I would fit it in.
Yeah. Understand.
I just like being a DJ, to be completely honest with you. At one point I was doing it. That's what even got me into DJing is I was in a band and I was doing recording engineering. And
Tenacious D.
One of the greatest bands in the world. But yeah, I was trying to just record bands and do all this stuff, and I was in bands and realized that dealing with 5 or 6 other fucking knuckleheads was the worst, and I could just be a DJ and not have to answer to anybody. So yeah, it was much easier to just transfer. And so I just like being a DJ. None of it bothers me. I don't really care what I'm playing anymore, to be honest with you.
Before I forget, I want to show you guys this. You guys will appreciate this. Hold on.
Oh,
It's my Fight Club, Club soap bar I bought off Etsy.
That's amazing.
So tight.
That's awesome.
You really can't see anything because this wall behind me is literally just a white wall with like a closet, but both sides of my office right here have just all retro shit that I've collected over the years. I got a bunch of whole Jurassic Park like area where I have the VHS and N64, Sega Genesis. I got a bunch of Pogs. I got fucking signed posters and shit. Yeah, I need to set
Man,
this
I haven't
up.
heard that forever.
What Pogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like used to collect slammers back in the day,
Yeah, I got all those, man. I saved those. What else do I have? I have some awards and shit. I got some signed posters by like Linkin Park, just a bunch of crap in here. This is like my office, so I want everything to make me happy.
Oh, that's cool. I feel like a lot of DJs are like collectors of something, and it's like it's because we're all fans of like pop culture in a sense of like what's current at the moment, and
Oh,
you
for
know,
sure, for sure, for sure.
and then it's like years later, it's the nostalgia of remembering the moment. Like I just got it yesterday. I bought Cobra Snake's like coffee table picture book he put out from like all the parties in LA and New York that he took photos of from like 2000 to 2010. So it's got like, old pictures of like Aoki or like Paris Hilton. It's pretty cool. Pretty
Hell
cool
yeah.
little coffee table book.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds like something I would like. Yeah. It's always fun to just collect stuff, especially if it's, I got the old school like Michael Jordan cologne. You can actually still buy that. I had that in like junior high, so it's just up on the wall, shit like that.
Real quick, one thing we wanted to talk to you about was a little bit about the Tasteless Gentleman show, and then your memes, like your meme page. You were doing memes like crazy before. Well, you're still doing some meme stuff. Dude, how are you not involved in doing like social media for other companies? I feel like you should be like marketing guru for somebody.
I've worked with a couple nightclubs and bars with that stuff. I was making memes for Sunday Scaries for a hot minute there. That was a really good gig, man. People have told me that before. They're like, man, you should get into like helping, places, bars and nightclubs that, don't have their Instagram or Twitter up to par. And the thing is I hate forcing that stuff. It's like forcing a mashup or a bootleg or forcing like a song you're trying to make. It's pointless if you're going to force it. It's not going to turn out. So I had a thing with like Sunday Scaries where I was like, all right, just give me a month and I'll give you like, 12 memes and you just pay me out there. Okay, cool. So that gave me a whole month to see a meme and be like, ooh, I can make this into a CBD version of this meme. Or I just came up with one in my head, or one of the people that would work for the company would be like, hey, how about this? I feel like I could help out some bars and stuff, especially, the word meme scares people sometimes. Especially establishments. They're like, oh, we don't want to be a meme account. And it's like, you don't have to be a meme account. Just know that there's some memes that fit what you're doing. And if they go viral or people like them, there'll be more followers on your page and it just helps everyone out. So
Bars are like the biggest hypocrites. It's like they want to act like people don't come to their establishment, get fucked up, do a bunch of drugs in their bathroom. They're like, oh no, but don't post the meme.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and there's some places down here in San Diego that they don't care. They're like, we're going to embrace the fact that, this is the place to come at 2 a.m., and get into some shit. But yeah, I'm still doing memes. Like I said, my Instagram got deleted after having, 47K followers on there. So now I'm down to like 3 grand. It's cool though. It's all the homies. It's all the people that, want to follow me. And the Tasteless Gentleman show is shit, man. That's a weekly show. Each episode comes out on Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We just go in the studio and we have our buddy Scoop. He used to be a DJ. Now he's an entrepreneur. We got my buddy DJ Dom King. He's another local San Diego DJ I've known for about a decade. And then 2 other friends that kind of rotate in and out. And we just talk about whatever. We've been known to talk about, things that a lot of people don't want to talk about and just have fun with it. Like we get so many people giving us shit. And it's like, I don't know, with the climate right now, with just like the economy and a lot of different movements and people believing in things, it's all fun and games, but we get a lot of flack for that shit, but it's what a lot of people are thinking. I'm not going into detail. I know I'm being very vague. I just don't want to bring that type of shit here onto this podcast,
Well, I listened to your podcast and I loved it was very much shit talking. And that's what I loved about it. It was all across the board. Like anything went. As I was doing research for this episode, and listen and checking out all your stuff out. One, your website's really dope. I just think you have a good idea of what social media is. And so, as you're saying, you might be transitioning into other stuff than DJing. I was just wanted to say that I think you have a great eye for what's cool and what people might want, looking for, even just working with DJs. It doesn't have to be just a bar, like giving DJs ideas of, hey, don't just post 20 flyers on your page, like show pictures of yourself or show pictures of, other stuff. So just ideas.
80% of what you post, and this is just something I made up. You don't know, you guys don't have to listen to me, but 80% of the things you post on social media should be entertaining. Now, there's a very fine line, a very blurry line actually, between what's funny, entertaining, and what's not. And I think there are a lot of people, and me being one of them, where I can look at something and be like, yes, that's funny, but it's not funny for everyone. It's just funny for you. And DJs posting flyers, especially in their stories, if someone else sees your story and then they repost it in a story, don't fucking repost it again. You only need to see a flyer once. You guys understand what I'm saying? When
I
someone
know
has
exactly
in
what
their
I think
story
you're saying.
and you keep going and there's another flyer and there's another one, same flyer, different person reposting it, and then you repost it. What the fuck are you thinking? What? People don't like flyers, let alone 15 flyers in a story. I'm sorry I'm getting loud, I'm getting out of hand, but that shit doesn't make sense. It doesn't
No,
make
it's
sense.
perfect. That segues right into our last thing we were going to ask you to do, which is our 60-second rant. So we put 60 seconds on the clock and we let you rant about whatever you want. So if you want to do it, we'd be happy to run this, high budget production video, and then you could give us a rant.
Shout, let it all out.
All right,
was
that was
another-
racist. Who made that?
Oh. That was another Drew Pierce production right there.
Wow. All right, so you want so I got 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
All right, this
If
is
it
gonna be
goes
more.
over, it's okay.
All right. Yeah, just don't DJs that are think they're hot shit. Stop it. I thought I was hot shit for a long time. You're not hot shit. We're all the same. Realize that sooner than later in your career that you're not hot shit, and just get down to it and just work hard and make friends, be nice to people. I've fucking big time so many people, and I regret it because I thought big timing people made me like a better DJ. And that's not how it is, man. Just fucking be friendly to people. And no one's going to think less of you because you're nice. And I think as DJs, we have this like, nah, fam, I'm fucking dope. Like, don't talk to me. And it's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Who do you think you are, bro? Only person that can pull that off is Diplo, dude. That's it. That's my shit. Just don't be a fucking douchebag. Just make things funny and happy. Everyone likes to fucking laugh. That's you go to my Instagram, man. We laugh. We have fun. We're making fun of each other. I don't think I'm fucking dope. I don't. In a couple more years, man, everyone's gonna be playing emo music, not because of me, just because it's coming back, dude. I'm not special, So that was my rant, I guess.
Oh, it's great. It's important life message for anybody coming up that's kind of in the entertainment world, whether you're a producer or DJ, whatever. If you just be nice, it goes such a long way, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just be
We just
nice.
we think we have this, like, as even promoters do it too, just you need to act like all badass and shit and stand out. And it's like I said, I did that a little bit too when I wasn't spitting tequila on the owners, but yeah. I think that's the day I learned. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna quit trying to be cool. It's not working for me.
Yeah.
I've got a story similar to that one in a different situation that I can tell you later. It'll be funny. But
I have one that's
unfortunately,
a little worse.
yeah, we're kind of running out of time for today, so we're gonna have to wrap. So before we go, do you want to hit everybody with all your info and your Twitch and your social media so they know where to find you at?
Yeah, so my shit's all over the place now since my Instagram got deleted. My Instagram, I'll give you guys the link. We'll put it in the description, all that. But my Instagram is _, spelled LILSCHOEN, and then _. And then everything else is just DJ Shoney. You guys come out and support on Twitch. Come out on Monday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. on Twitch. And that's just twitch.tv/DJ Shoney.
Pacific Standard.
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time. Other than that, just, if you guys got, questions about your hearing and shit, or, all the supplements we were talking about, let me know, man, because I'm 38. I'm falling apart. So I think we're all in the mood to make our life better and be healthier, fuck anxiety and shit.
Definitely. Well,
Yeah.
we appreciate you coming on the show today, and that's going to wrap it up. So we'll see everybody next time. Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Peace.